I've broken my game like 2 times, 3 times this week already. So here we have little guys, 4 players, and we there's this castle which acts like a bank. There's a storage for all kinds of materials. So here we can change our profession in this building here, professions building. So if I become a miner and also take a mining pick as my weapon, I can go do some mining here. But what we can also do is we have some NPCs here. We can go over to the NPC, press the command button, then we become the NPC. And we can go change his profession to a miner, take the mining pick, and maybe we go make him mine instead. And then we press the cancel command button and we can move our main character again. So instead, maybe we become a craftsman and use our fists, and then we can go to this stone cutter place and we can cut the stone that our NPC here is working on. But maybe instead I can drag as the game master. I can drag NPCs and players around. I can also change the profession here, a craftsman. Now here maybe I'll command him to actually do the stone cutting for me because it was boring. And then I could become a hunter, and I can use a hunting bow, and then there's these deer I can shoot in the forest, and when I kill one it brings us raw meat in the castle. But we can't eat raw meat, and our food is slowly running out. I can grab this third NPC, make him a cook, and use this cooking tent. He'll start cooking the meat. It makes it food into our castle slowly, and it gets this nice cook icon here. Then maybe I want to do something else with my character. There's these enemy NPCs here. I can go pick, maybe I'm a knight. I'll pick a different weapon, and it actually changes my character's look. Spear is using spear, sword is sword, crossbow is a crossbow guy. So maybe I'm a knight. Maybe I'll go fight these NPCs up here. The fight is kind of automatic and kind of turn-based. You hit the enemy and they hit you, and it calculates your damage values. And if you die, you will lose your current XP, which is the blue XP bar under you, so don't die. Here's a healing fountain where you can go stand, and it'll heal you with divine powers. And it actually costs you 10 gold for each tick, because it's like a wishing well. You throw coins in and it gives you health back. Then you can go back to fight. But if we spawn in another NPC here, we can name him Arena Master, make him a, let's see, Pit Fighter, and we can put him in the arena. This is the only place where there's PvP. You can fight other players or friendly NPCs. Then if I don't want to fight the enemies, if they're too tough and I'm afraid to lose my stuff, then I can go to the arena to fight. And if you die in the arena, you don't lose anything. You actually gain stuff. So you can fight the NPC in the arena or another player. And if I die, I didn't lose my XP. I just spawned outside of the arena, and you can actually level up here fighting in the arena. Then there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. There's a farm here. You can farm some crops. You have to pick the profession to do your job the best way. Pitchfork and the farmer is good for farming on the field. There you go, farm. It brings crops into the castle. And once you have crops, you can go to this grind mill thing, and it'll make it into food. It'll turn the crops into food. I was just making an ale brewing thing, so you brew ale from the same crops and it becomes ale, and that's what you can drink in the tavern to heal. And there's the wood chopping block for processing wood. Then anyone can go into the water and they get a boat, and then you can fish at the fishing spot. But you're not very good at fishing unless you pick the right things. You can either take fists or you can use a spear to fish better. Also, you should change yourself to fisherman. Then you get a much cooler boat with a kind of a Viking vibe to it, and then you go to a fishing spot and you're the best fisher in town. And the fish will become raw meat, which the cook will make into food, and then we don't starve, because if we are starving, we don't gain XP, we don't regenerate health, so it's bad for us. We want the XP. And here, top left, we have player information that we can hide. I can also move the UI elements where I want them. Up here is also a box. It's for when I mouse over things, it'll show, well, not the enemies, but it'll show what I'm mousing over, a character. Whew. Well, that's, yes, I've added some weather visuals. But that's about the game. I've been working on this for 1 week, so I think it's good progress for 1 week, possibly, maybe, perhaps. But yeah, you can characters can also deposit and withdraw material from the bank. And actually, what I didn't show is when you get some materials, you can actually place buildings. The one of the most important features, and I forgot about it already. You can make buildings. Holy damn. Need gold. Do I actually need gold, or is it the bug? I actually need gold, okay. Whew. And then you can kind of plan out. You can kind of plan out your town. Before you actually commit to buying the stuff. And then you can also make roads. So you're kind of building the map as well. And then these buildings actually, if you saw the tick, you actually get money from the buildings. And I can name the buildings. And if I fight some enemies, I can get gems, which is used for upgrading the buildings. I just need to kill a boss to get the gems. I think I have enough gems. Then I go upgrade the building, it'll get this flag. And the more you upgrade it, the more flags you get on it. Like, it shows the upgrade, and also it shows the player, the color changes with the player name color. The rest of it I forgot. Already forgot what I made.